Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Toff, welcoming you along to Generation X Racing once again. Tonight it is season 11, round 4 of our Group 3 100-mile challenge. Tonight's coming from down under Mount Panorama, or Bathurst as it's better known, in Australia. We have 26 laps this evening, which takes us just over the 100-mile threshold. The weather's on random, but don't believe there's any wet weather settings, so it should just be dry all the way. The guys can use racing mediums and inters and wets if they're completely mad. And we're starting at early dawn. The time dilation is 24, so we'll be starting at early dawn and I guess finishing at early dawn. So we go right through the day, into the night, and then back to the dawn again. So tonight we have racing. Oh, I should say one of our number has done something terrible as well, which no one can quite believe. So we'll be making a big announcement and an adjustment of their nickname during the race. So, just racing tonight, we have Dan East in the Mustang, we have Murcielago in the Ford GT race car, King Racer in the Porsche, Shearluck in the McLaren, Willie Ham in the Mustang, Johnny Mackers in the Lamborghini Huracan, MacGyver in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage, Spivey is amongst us once again in the Lexus, T-Less Judicial has joined us once again. Nice one, mate. In the Ferrari 458, Welchie in the Audi R8, and Kobayashi Maru in the Alpha 4C. And joining me from San Antonio in Texas is my bud, Spiffy G.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Australia. We're so glad you joined us, Mark. I hope you're doing well today.
All good, mate, apart from that bloody annoying cough. So if I go quiet for a little bit, I'm just desperately trying not to cough my lungs up. But all good, mate.
Well, having been through that on a regular basis, I can say I completely empathize with you, and hope you're feeling better soon.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yes, well, we can put hope. I think it's bloody hay fever or something. As soon as the leaves start coming out on oak trees outside my window, I know I'm in for a rough ride. So there we go. Anyway, enough of my woes. Are you doing well, my friend?
Yeah, pretty good. We're having the same kind of deal around here. Every time the wind blows down from the North Hill country, we get covered up in cedar pollens, and everybody, allergies or not, feels the effects of it. So life is what it is. You know, screw plants. That's what I always say. Should all live in the desert.
Indeed. Right, so have you got stuff to go through?
I have, but first let me welcome Rob Ladder to the chat. Hello, Rob, and it says, evening, you pair of reprobates. Well, at least he knows us well. It's a nice thing.
Good evening, Rob. Good evening, Rob.
Good to know your friends. Yeah, so let's get on with the previous results. Last week, and for some reason, I have lost the plot here. One of our, it's like the video capture device is taking a little dump on us, but nevertheless, we move on. Dan East with last week's win. Willie Ham, Shearluck, Johnny Mackers, and Murcielago round out the top 5. Let's move on to the standings and see if this one's any better. There it is, the standings. All right. We have, no surprise, Dan East in first position, and Mark, I can hear you now, so right. And Murcielago is up in second. Dan has 2 fastest laps, as you can see by those 2 purples he's got up there. So down to third goes Shearluck. He drops a spot as Murcielago rises. Matt MacGyver rises 1 place to 4th. Johnny Mackers down 1 position to 5th. Willie Ham is currently in 6th. He did have a DNF in his second race, so that has dropped him precipitously, but he is still well into the hunt. And we have Splatter, Kobayashi Maru, King Racer, Mr. Aaron Santos, and Spivey, Chris Jackson round out the top 10. And as you can all read the English language, presumably, you can see who makes up the rest. Back at you, Mark.
Good stuff. Thank you for that, Spiffy. Thank you for that. And you join us roughly halfway, should I say, through qualifying. And wouldn't you know it, Dan is currently on pole on a 202.7 on mediums, which is pretty bloody good, I would say. But only 0.7 ahead of Willie Howard at the moment at 203.4, which is also good. Murcielago. And I think, yeah, the next guys are in the mid-engine cars, which the mid-engine guys have been bemoaning the fact that they struggle sort of on top of the mountain and coming down the other side, which, yeah, I guess that's probably right. But do the circuit experience, guys. That's in a McLaren on hard. So, yeah, we should be used to that by now. But, yeah, I think the front-engine cars are definitely going to have an advantage this evening. So Murcielago coming at 204.1, Shearluck at 205.2, King Racer at 205.3, MacGyver at 205.6, Johnny Mackers in a 205.6 also, Judicial at 207.2, 5E maybe sitting one out, Welchie at 210.2, I'll try to stay in that quickly, KY also biding his time in 7 pits. So Dan just coming round the final corner. If he nailed that, we'll see for now he's not on the pace for this particular lap. So anyway, what Dan's trying to better his best time of 2:02.7, I feel I should bring to everyone's attention that you may well know that our wonderful Generation X League is blighted with VR balls, and people are, oh, isn't VR wonderful? One of whom is actually on chat this evening. And we have another one to add to their number, and it is Mr. Dan East of all people. You know, we all thought better of you, Dan, to be honest. You know, Splatter, yeah, he's a bit like that. But you, no, we thought better of you. But no, so his the Beast from the East, Alien, all that is now gone. And for those of you, he will now be known as another name, which is, for those of you who have seen Spaceballs, Rick Moranis' character, who was sort of loosely based, very much based on Darth Vader from the Star Wars films, was called Dark Helmet. Now that's far too almost cool a nickname, I feel. So Dan will henceforth be known as Daft Helmet, and I think it's very fitting. So well done, Dan, you brought it on yourself. So there we go. Here comes Daft Helmet flying down the Conrod Straight.
Well, God knows he just wasn't fast enough before, so, you know.
Indeed.
Every
bit of goading.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So we assume, well, I don't know if he's wearing said garment this evening, or accessory, should I say. It's not a garment, is it? You wouldn't wear it out of the house, for sure. Although I bet Splatter does.
Well, Rob is saying he's not using it just yet.
Coward! He's still Daft Helmet. So I imagine it takes a little bit of getting used to, but you're not going to get used to it by not using it, Dan. Just saying. Just saying. But anyway, so is anyone improving on their lap? Doesn't it? Like, let's see, just come out to the first checkpoint, and Dan is slightly up. Willie coming up to the same checkpoint. Nope, down a bit. Johnny is in the pits. I noticed in practice he had quite a bit of paint missing from the front of his car, so I imagine the barriers were responsible for that. But it looks pretty clean so far. Okay, so Murcielago has jumped up into second. 2:03.3 in. I guess that Ford is bloody quick on the straights. So.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of them.
Yeah, well, the first straight and then obviously the Conrod straight is immense, so been making up some time there. But this is where it tends to struggle. So up to the top of the hill, then down the other side. Ooh,
looking good up the hill.
Yeah, this is This is the bit, isn't it?
And on a controller, too, that never ceases to amaze me. How he's able to fit that car between those walls with the controller.
Absolutely immense, and he's 0.36 up on his fastest lap. Although drifts it.
Oh,
coming through the dipper there.
That didn't quite catch any metal on that wall there.
No, he did very well to keep it out of the barrier. So let's just watch him down to the next checkpoint, which is just atop the next hill.
Let's see if he can break 165.
0.46 up.
Yes.
Come on, Murcielago.
172.
173. 174.
Oh.
Have that, Mustangs.
Oh, look out. GT is on fire.
Yeah. Okay. God, this would be great if he could nick the fastest lap. Put some emphasis on Dan's final lap.
He's just going to come down high. Came out of the
201, 202.
Oh!
Oh,
missed it.
Murcielago!
Look out!
28 hundredths of a second. Dear God.
My.
Wow, that's a hell of a lap, mate.
Ah.
Congratulations on that. Superb.
Yeah. We got a little excited. We just about blew out the microphones on that one. I was watching these meters. They were just going beet red.
So sorry to any of our listeners with sensitive hearing this evening.
No, that's okay. I was the only one whose eardrums broke, probably.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I mean, let me tone up the limiter here just a little bit. There, okay.
If Murcielago would stop doing exciting things.
Oh, dude. All right.
Well, that was a hell of a lap. Look
It
at that.
was, and that finishes it out to 202.73 versus 202.71. My, oh my. This is going to be a good one, I think.
Quite so, quite so.
Hey, and Willie Ham, no slouch with the 203.4.
Just have a look. He's coming under time check now, I
Yeah,
think.
and he's still on a
Oh,
fly.
he's
Okay, he's down.
one up.
Yep, he's down by almost 2/10. It was previous time.
Yeah.
Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Show us what Detroit's got, baby.
He's going to do well to find half a second through this section of track, though, to be fair.
Oh, to be fair.
Spivey's just gone quicker.
Oh, well done, Spike.
Oh, 203.2 dead for Willie Ham. So MacGyver has done on a 204.2. Good stuff.
Nice.
Sheerluck. His final lap was his fastest by the look of it. Great stuff there, Sheerluck. Nice work. A 204.6. King Racer just finishing up. 204.9. I don't know if Welchie has submitted a time or not.
No, but Welch did come up 2 positions from where he was.
Oh yeah, he must have done. Yeah, he must have done because he's 3.9 down. Judicial 0.45 down. Spivey did eventually put it the quali lap, and Justin
That's not done.
didn't do. I must have reversed around by the look of it. 21 seconds off the pace, but it does tend to do this occasionally. He just loves starting last and fighting through the pack.
Yeah, it seems to be his thing. What's he say here? Does that mean I should be known as Pizza the Hut? Is what Rob wants to know.
Pizza Hut.
No, Rob. No, not in a million years, my friend. I'd call you Speedy the Hut, based on your last few races. Although he did have a bit of a time with the SimCar Sunday. Not his favorite track.
Yeah, absolutely. So, our starting grid for this evening. Daft Helmet in first with a 202.710.
That's a keeper.
Murcielago in second with a 202.738. How close was that? Willie Ham in third in the Mustang, a 203.2 dead. Johnny Mackers in fourth in the Lamborghini, a 203.7. MacGyver in fifth in the Aston Martin, a 204.2. Sheerluck in sixth in the McLaren, a 204.6. King Racer in seventh in the Porsche, a 2049. Welchie in 8th in the Audi R8, a 2066. Judicial in 9th in the Ferrari, a 2072. Spivey in 10th in the Lexus, a 2072. Oh, it's close between them too, wow. 500ths of a second. Good work, lads. And Kobayashi Maru, who couldn't be asked and is starting with the back on a 224.2.
And good evening, Arnas. Welcome to the chat.
Good evening, my friend. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining. Johnny Mack is asking if it's too late to change the track. Yeah, I think
with you there.
I think it might be, but I think this is Daft Helmet's favourite, isn't it? So yeah, good luck with that.
Now, Kobayashi Maru is saying, "Oh, he's got to change for tire requirements." Yeah, apparently
okay.
There was a setting wrong.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Well, I'll go ahead and post the previous results one more time. Give me a moment.
Kobayashi Maru after last week's Group 4, where he thought he used all the compounds and he, in fact, used mediums twice. Which baffled me at the time, but I think he thought he started on the soft compounds, where in fact he actually didn't. He started on the mediums, swapped to mediums.
I did not realize that.
Yeah. So when he gave himself some, you know what he's like. He gave himself some sort of utterly horrific penalty of about 3 weeks or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Haven't seen that kind of self-flagellation since the Middle Ages.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, good on him though.
Yes, he's harder on himself than anybody else. Let's face it.
That is the truth. So I don't know if I should put this up or not, but I'm going to here as we look at the different races featuring people who have friended me in the past. I wonder what the Cockwell Inn Cider Company is doing these days. Are you seeing that?
Cockwell Inn Cider.
No. I just checked to show only rooms with friends, and with friends like these, etc. There he is.
Cockwell Inn Cider. Wow.
Yes. Better left unsaid. Here we go.
Lovely stuff. Okay.
I'm not good at that course. I'm not good with that car. I want to change the course. Sorry, Johnny.
He didn't seem to have trouble with the car the other week. He did really well in it, didn't he?
He did quite well.
He's been doing pretty well in the Lamborghini, actually. Better than I thought he probably would, to be fair.
Yeah, he had a great race last week. As unfortunately, Lenio got the worst end of that.
Yes.
I mean, unfortunately for Lee. But yeah, Johnny lucked into a first place. It just, rained at just the wrong time. Just as he passes the pits, so he can't change his tire. He's on the last lap. It was brutal to watch.
Yeah. We had to feel sorry for the guy at that particular point.
And Lee, of course, ever the good sport, congratulated Johnny at the end. You could sort of hear the disappointment in his voice, but he got a real nice raft of points out of it. So maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. He was definitely disappointed with it, but it was one of those things. He sort of rolled the dice to a certain extent, and it didn't play out.
Oh, for sure.
He got second, and as you say, there's no malice in his voice. Just congratulated Johnny on he went. So good lad. Right, so race should be starting imminently, I think. But how about that lap from Murcielago?
My goodness, I thought he had it. I think it was just that last turn that got him.
In the mid-engine car.
Yeah.
I mean, That was absolutely epic stuff.
Oh, it's a pointy little beast, and he rode the crap out of it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay. The race countdown has begun.
Yes, it has. I guess he had to reset the grid.
Yeah, and a Ford 123.
And here we go. We're just about to go to lights out.
So I think the Mustang's pretty fast away.
Should do.
No idea on the Ford.
All right, guys, get your traction control on. And
Murcielago's absolutely flown off the line.
Look at that.
Having been bigging up the Mustangs.
Yeah. And and the inside line.
Oh, Dan goes. Yeah, Dan goes a little bit wide there. He's got Willie now for company. Side by side.
Ooh.
Okay, we've got MacGyver up into.
Ooh, this should be interesting.
Johnny Mack is down into 5th. Yeah. Almost sound like squealing a tyres there. Oh no, Welchie's binned it on. So that turn 1. Bad luck, Welchie. Murcielago. Currently, there's no point in me doing a tyre strategy tonight because everybody's on mediums all night. Unless they particularly think full wets will give them extra grip in the dark, but I can't imagine it doing something.
It's almost same car Thursday.
Same car Thursday. Right, so nicely through. So Dan's gonna. Oh, Murcielago slides it again through the dipper. He always looks like he's doing that on purpose.
Sometimes you think. Yeah, he always lives dangerously.
Okay, let's see if Dan can get in the slip. He's fallen back 0.8. Dan is in the slip. Murcielago is desperately trying to put his car in the most annoying place on track. Not this time, daft helmet. Oh no, Murcielago goes wide.
Oh, it looks like he did. No fault of his own. And Willie zips past.
Willie. So still a Ford 123. It's just places have changed. So Dan, daft helmet goes into the lead.
MacGyver
in second.
Oh, just saves it.
Murcielago in third. MacGyver getting a bit tail happy out of the final corner. Murray's corner, I think that one's called.
Correct.
And we have Mackers. So we've got MacGyver currently sandwiched between 2 mid-engine cars. MacGyver. Aston looks quick.
Indeed it does.
Murcielago just holds him off.
Oh.
No, he doesn't now. Goes wide.
March has had so much trouble.
That curb. Yeah. No, that's a shame, mate. Bad luck. Cowboy Ashimaru all the way up into 6th.
And all by his lonesome.
He is.
Ooh, Sherlock and King Racer are having a good go.
Good stuff. Sherlock just tagged the wall a little bit there. But, yeah, they are. Sherlock is right up behind him. Slightest mistake and he'll go flying past. Spivey doing a great job in 9th. Sherlock just coming through the dipper behind King Racer, both in the mid-engine cars, middle rear engine, whichever way you want. Sherlock falling a little bit behind, but he needs to absolutely hammer this 5th gear. Okay, so Sherlock gets up to 173.
Nice. Yeah, Dan's out stretching his legs. It looks like Murcielago's trying to get back into it.
Okay, and MacGyver's dropped all the way back down to 6th somehow. So while I was watching that particular battle, MacGyver has dropped back. So Willie is 2 seconds behind Dan. Johnny is 4.5 behind Willie. Murcielago in back down to 4th. Desperately trying to pick up some of the places that he'd lost at the beginning. Hey, we actually Maru. It's only 2.3 down. Sorry, Greg, what have you seen?
Oh, I just see Rob Ladder saying, "Psych him out." That's the power of the daft side.
God.
I thought it was brilliant.
I assume there's going to be mentions in chat about his favourite prog rock album as well, The Daft Side of the Moon. Which is where, let's face it, we know Rob lives there anyway. So with his book of dad jokes at the ready. Kobayashi Maru's just flown off into the gravel. MacGyver goes past saying thank you very much. With dirty tyres, you don't want dirty tyres coming down here. You see how gingerly he's going through the dipper.
Really picking his way through.
Yes. bit Miss Daisy action there.
And King Racer's dead.
Oh no, King Racer's. Oh no.
He goes. My goodness. Oh, it was an ugly one too. Oh, thank goodness for ghosting.
Yeah, he just lost it towards Forest End, didn't he? Came out of
Wrong way,
that corner.
Sergio. Oh,
God, he's
no! Well, she didn't know he was going to ghost and split right through him.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, my. Well, he's going to be in the chat, I'm afraid.
Wow.
It's Denny sets the fastest lap.
Well, it's pretty darn good. 2:02.8.
Yeah, we're getting the qualifying
race
numbers.
pace. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Stretching his lead out to 2.3, but Willie's not going anywhere.
And Murcielago's jumped up to 3rd.
He has indeed. So, Christ, we're missing all the action already, Greg. Great stuff.
Yeah, but that wreck was epic.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. It's what our viewer would have wanted to see.
Made for TV.
Absolutely. So.
Oh, Rob, look, no one's dissing the Floyd, man.
Oh no, I love Pink Floyd. I was just suggesting your brand of humour might be, that way aligned. But yeah.
Well, Timeless Judicious dropped all the way to the back now, thanks to us.
I thought he was ahead of King Racer, but
It may have been a long time, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Welchie's wall riding a bit there.
You know, the
Not
track's near
intentionally.
4 miles long, so there's going to be a lot going on that we miss.
That's very true. Daft Helmet's clearly using the force this evening.
Well, his Daft helmet perhaps is using these Schwartz.
The Schwartz, yes, indeed. That's I forgot what it was called. The Schwartz. That's exactly right. Okay, Willie just puts in. Yes, indeed. Willie just puts in his fastest lap of the race. 2:03.418. Good stuff. Murcielago's 10 back now after all his shuttling backwards and forwards shenanigans. Johnny Mackers, who's a 2.5 ahead of MacGyver, looks to be pulling in, so you would think that MacGyver would be able to pull in coming down the mountain with the front-engined Aston Martin. But it's getting up to the top, which is the problem. Do you like this track, Greg?
I simply adore this track. I've always loved this track. That said, I hate racing on it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think I used to boycott the races which are around here because I loathed it so much, and then I think I must have been doing okay in the Group 3 Championship or something, and I really put in the hard yards and did the circuit experience and spent hours racing it, and now I kind of love it. Unless I'm in the Genesis X and my engine oil is knackered, as per the recent experience in the 3-hour enduro driver swap with Darlow Boy, who, let's have a shout out to Darlow Boy, in fact, for his win on Monday in the Group 4 around Tokyo.
It was
absolutely
brilliant.
Epic drive. Honestly, I've been trying to find sort of lap guides and stuff on YouTube which were significantly faster than the boys, the top 3 did in quali, and it's virtually the same times. So the boys are absolutely driving their nuts off on Monday, and Darlow Boy came through to win, and very well deserved.
Yeah, in a very convincing fashion too.
Absolutely.
He was quick in practice, quick in qualifying, and did not disappoint during the race. Man's got a handle on that car. That's the Lamborghini, is it not?
No, Darlow Boy he's in the Iron Maiden Killers Ferrari, yes.
Ah, yes.
Of course. Yes, I think he's going to be gutted to let go of that, but at the end of the race, next, they got one more race, haven't they, and then it's car swap. So.
Yeah, let's hope he finds a good one.
Yes, indeed. You took the words right out of my mouth, so... Yeah.
The chat's going really well. I feel sad that you don't get to watch it. Yeah, maybe pull up your your device and take a look at it with the sound off, because Rob's making it worthwhile. So he said Spivey's already pitted.
Christ, really?
He says, why? Must have started on hards. No, it is only mediums, Rob. It's just mediums. I get the impression that he might have been joking about that. Or maybe he has gone to the daft side.
Daft side, yes indeed, yes indeed. Oh, for Christ's sake, my bloody doorbell's gone. Hang on, could you cover for 2 secs, Greg?
I got you covered for as long as you need, pal. Go on, answer the door.
Thank you. If it's an Amazon for someone else, I'm going to kill them.
That's probably your package from Colombia.
You know how I like my coffee. 2 secs.
Oh, that Mark always talking about sex. All right, guys, and we're back. So Dan East is making space between himself and Willie Ham. Willie Ham making ever greater space between himself and Reinhardt in Murcielago. Murcielago seems to be having a little bit of trouble in those tight corners in that big old scary Ford that he's in today. Lovely car. Great livery. And Mackers now has MacGyver on his tail, which is pretty exciting news given that MacGyver had a pretty bad off earlier on lap 1. He just completely missed that second corner. But he's made his way all the way from the back. And now contending for 4th place. Inside of a second, he will have the slip. Coming down the Conrad if he doesn't make any mistakes coming down the hill. So let's watch this action here. It seems to be the closest race on track at this very moment. And Matt just put his best sector in. We've got a green flag. Oh, MacGyver. Oh, commentator's curse. Makes that mistake we were talking about. Loses a full second. This will not accrue to his benefit. Ah, he's back.
You know what it was this time?
Tell me.
someone apparently came to pick up a chair they bought on Facebook.
Oh, really now?
And I said, yes, he said, and I said, I'm not selling a chair on Facebook. He wouldn't have it, even though I was pointing at the number on my door and saying, this is number 8, not number 18. I thought the one might have fallen off. Oh, for fuck's sake, give me strength.
But you did give him a chair. Just, you know.
Oh, just to get rid of him, yeah.
Just make him leave.
Yeah, just as well I've got.
Just take the chair.
Chairs are plenty. Dear God. Anyway, doesn't it look like I've missed a hell of a lot, to be fair. We've got Dan still.
We had a pretty good battle between Matt MacGyver and Johnny Mackers, but Matt had a little bit of trouble coming down the hill.
Until you said he was doing well.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, absolutely. The commentator's curse is well in effect.
Excellent. I think we need a sinister for that.
No, I didn't. I was trying to be kind. Okay, so Sherlock Chris and not Spivey are the one. Okay. Yeah, he said Chris pitted. Yeah, Sherlock definitely pitted. Well, that would explain his position now, because he was pretty far up front initially.
Tyres couldn't have been gone already, was it?
I'm a little surprised, unless he burned them off.
Fuel shouldn't have been an issue. I mean, look at Dan and Wills.
Well, Sherlock has better than half a tank.
Well, I don't know, that confuses me slightly, but you know how easily confused I am. So, big surprise there.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, you couldn't even remember your sold guy a chair.
Indeed. Or that I live in number 18 and not number 8.
Yeah, well, you couldn't even remember your apartment number, folks.
Indeed, yes.
Jeez. Getting old.
No wonder I never get any mail. No wonder I never get any mail. Some poor sod's getting all my bills.
Well, Rob's thinking he might have had the hards on at the start by mistake. I don't know if that's even possible, unless the tire requirement wasn't made mandatory.
I thought that's why Justin reset the room.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
Especially just check everyone else is on mediums, aren't they? Yeah. Everyone else is doing okay. So we have Daft Helmet still 5 seconds ahead of. We should. Did Darth Vader have a sidekick? He didn't really, did he?
No, he didn't. It was pretty much him solo.
Yeah, that's a shame. Just trying to think, because Willie's one of the blighters, helmet blighters as well.
Yes, there's so many of these guys. Bunch of show-offs.
So hang on, see, if Dan's Daft Helmet, maybe Willie could be a storm pooper.
Slum trooper.
No doubt we can come up with something better than that. Okay.
Who else we got? Is Mackers on that which shall not be named?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Hey, Rob.
Yeah,
Dan, Rob suggests Dan Solo. I think that's a bit too kind.
No, absolutely. It's supposed to be derogatory.
Exactly.
Make him sound cool, for Christ's sake.
It doesn't matter if it's clever.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in your box, Splatter.
Yeah, we're gonna name Mark Prince Kamana Wanalea.
Oh dear. Chewbacca.
I'll be Chew Tobacco.
Yeah, it wouldn't go bing though, would it? It'd have to go.
No, because it's going on my carpeted floor, so you know. Because they just don't care.
Indeed. So the top two are into the pits. Is MacGyver going to stay out? Yes, he is. He's going to.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to bounce to the front too. Come on, Matt.
Yeah, he is.
He's got one lap in him now. That fuel's about gone.
That's all right though. always good to get a lead lap under your belt.
Might as well enjoy it.
I nearly had a nosebleed the first time I did in one of the Gr.3 races.
Yeah, same.
Just,
It happened exactly once in my life.
Yeah, I think me too. It was pissing down. It was about, Christ, it was ages ago now. But pissing down at the Red Bull rig, and I was in the 911. I was fuel saving like hell, and everyone else pitted, and I was suddenly like, "Shit, I'm in the lead."
What?
Obviously, I knew it wasn't going to. I knew it wasn't going to last, but quite nerve-wracking actually. Until the inevitable happened, and yeah, I had to pit. But I wasn't overtaken from the lead position, so there you go. Pitted under my own volition. Okay, so
Wise decision it was.
Well, yeah, I had moved. Dan is okay, de facto first at the moment, but when MacGyver pits, but he's not pulling in at a rate of knots, so MacGyver's doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, his lap times are way down now.
204.8 is his fastest.
I think even though the tires aren't even halfway worn, this track can be brutal. It's into these corners,
Yeah.
you go in with such speed. You know, any decent amount of tire work can be real hard.
Yeah, and the really slow corners, you really want to power it out as well, don't you? Because it's generally, you've got Forest End before the Conrod Straight, and then yeah, the Hell corner before the Pit Straight. So you want to be giving it full beans, and especially the front-engined cars are going to be suffering from all sorts of oversteer on the mediums, especially if they're warm. So anyway, I start blathering on about that and sounding like I know what I talk about. So down goes back into first, Willie into second. We've got MacGyver and Mackers into the pits. I think Merchalago has stopped already. Is he going to get? He should be going through in time, I imagine.
Yeah, he and Spivey both are going to jump in third and fourth.
Spivey's doing his usual excellent job on fuel saving as well, and tyres. Look at that, he's hardly touched his tyres. Great job, Spivey.
Yes, for sure. So the VR Club. Oh, I said it. Oh my God, I lose 5 points.
Jesus Christ.
The thing which shall not be named club is gaining numbers, according to Rob himself. Will, Johnny Mackers, Chris Sherlock, and now the Beast from the East all have the face thingy.
I thought better of
goggles.
Sherlock as well, to be fair. Yeah, I thought better of Sherlock. I thought he was a better man than that, but it's proved me wrong.
Never meet your heroes. Rob says it sounds fine. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. And I don't know what it is. Dan just seems to find another level.
He really does. I mean, it's particularly if he's behind and then he hits the front, he's just like, right, that's the last time I'm being behind anyone this evening.
He certainly seems to have made that determination. And Willie, on the other hand, is no slouch. I mean, he's taken that same car and made it work for him.
Yep.
I'm going to jump inside the mind of Daft Helmet. And let's take a look and see how he's handling these corners.
Can you tell what? Because Dan always runs traction control. I assume he's the senior. I don't know what he's on.
He is not.
Is there any way of telling that? He's not.
He's not working. Nope, he does not check traction control. That is one of the things that they will give us insights in, the folks at PD. Thank you very much. Never
Where
mind
can you
the
see
weather
that?
or anything else. But yeah, no TC.
Where can you see that?
That would be on the lower left. The folks at home can't see it. I can actually turn off the overlay here so you can see. It's going to be down near the fuel, to the right of the fuel and at the bottom, the immediate bottom, right below ABS.
Oh, okay, that's traction. Well, no, it's lit up.
It does. It's been lighting up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That is... sorry, I was looking at the counter steer. No. Traction control is over by the other fuel, the throttle. And it is on. My apologies, viewers, and especially Mark. But that is traction control. It's the one with the squiggly lines in the car, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what it is. Yeah,
that's
okay.
The one. Okay, yes, it is on.
I was thinking
bad.
that. Okay, no worries. You're perfectly within your rights to doubt me, as we've seen countless times before.
No, I wasn't doubting you. It's just I'm about 10 feet away from my green. Oh, Richelago. Oh, my God.
Do you want to borrow my binoculars?
I think I could probably use them. I mean, not to get too, too deep into inside baseball, but I have to wear glasses to look at the screen in front of me, and then the other screen that I normally monitor is several feet away and is very hard to see.
Okay.
Okay. So one's too small and one is large but far away. So yeah, he's running traction control, and Dan, according to Rob, normally runs on TC number 2.
Okay. I knew it was 2 or 3. I'm gonna have to try it one of these days, because there must be something to it, or just maybe it's just his driving style. That's
maybe I always run TC when I'm in a Gr.3 car. Now the only one who's not running it so far, no, the only ones not running it are Spivey, King Racer, and Timeless Judicial. So our 2 Brazilian friends are not using traction control. And
okay.
Nor is Spivey. Everybody else is on it.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, Dan gets a little erratic.
Ooh.
That hill gets everybody eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, it took him halfway through the race, but yeah, it got him finally. That wall reach out and bite you in the ass.
He's got some front end damage, which didn't seem to affect him too much going through Forest End there.
Well, I'm going to run the replay simply because this almost never happens, so
yes.
Let's watch. And that is
Daft Helmet loses his grip on the Empire. Okay, so he's dropped about 1.5 seconds. That's cost him. Back to Will.
Yeah, Will has gained a few seconds, but not many. As many as you'd think.
It wasn't a cataclysmic crash, was it? Really?
Well,
he sort of
not
just
really.
tonks the barrier with his front right. So, yeah, better crash next time, Daft Helmet, please.
Well, he nearly got sideways. That was no small moment, but he was so far ahead. It just didn't really matter that much. Plus, when he came down to the bottom of the hill, he got such a fast exit out to the Conrad.
Yeah.
He was gone. He probably picked up 2 tenths.
So everyone is really spread out.
Ever.
Who'd we lost? Welchie's gone again. Welchie!
I'm back, Welchie.
Come on, mate. Finish a race.
Join the chat at least.
You know how our team principal doesn't enjoy rage quitters.
Well, yeah, we can't be entirely sure that's what it was.
True.
I mean, I can't see what his connection looks like. But, every now and then you get a drop off. It can't be helped.
Okay. Yeah, but Welchie, if you're about, jump on the chat, mate. We're good to hear from you. Dan's pulled his lead back out to 10.
Well, thankfully, Rob has stuck with us. We had Arnas on a moment ago. I don't know if he's watching right now, but if you are A-Log, stay on the chat, buddy. Always makes for a better time.
we might need, unfortunately, we might need to fall back on Splatter's joke book at this rate, because there's not an awful lot of racing. But I think Sheerluck's just about to come up for. Seems to be pitting again. Is he pitted or Rob said he pitted, right? Let's see.
Yeah, Rob says he pitted very early on. But he's due. His rears are going down pretty low, but his fuel is way down.
Bugger all fuel, yeah. Okay. But I put MacGyver back up into fourth.
Yeah, it is a bit of a procession, Rob. We are going to need a couple of good ones from you. Hey, Rob, what do you call a guy that forks mortar? Don't tell us.
I haven't heard any new jokes for ages, actually.
You know, I haven't heard a whole lot of them either. I hear a lot of anti-jokes. But, I really heard any good jokes that I could tell in public.
No.
Still maintain what's left of my dignity.
I've got two, but my two favourite jokes go on forever. And,
well, you know, at this point, that may not seem like such a bad idea.
I'll have to do that in the next on the chat in the next 3-hour enduro driver swap.
There you go.
Because that gets a bit boring when you sit there for half an hour and you can't watch anything. You can't do anything apart from marvel at your pit crew staying in the same position for about half an hour. I'm wondering if the photographer's knee must be hurting because he's been knelt down there for the entire race. So Sheerluck must be into the pits this time.
Dan's lead is just growing and growing.
About a second a lap, probably. He's about a second a lap quicker than Will.
Yeah, he's dropping 203s on a regular basis. Got 1:2:05 where he had that incident. So he did lose almost a couple of seconds there, but yeah, you're right. It didn't really hurt him too badly. Will is more into the 2:04s. Murcielago's
still good pace.
Yeah, real good pace.
Good pace on mediums.
Yeah, and Murch is kind of all over the place right now, but it kind of settles in on 2:05. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto. Oh, I'm going to have to find that trombone sound somewhere. Hang on, where's my sound effects?
That's as bad as my one. What do you call a man with no shins?
What's that?
Tony.
What do you call a gal with one arm on the left and one leg on the right? Eileen.
See any of those, they do the Star Trek memes where they're sort of telling each other jokes?
Yes.
Have you seen that? I think, yeah, there was one to say. There was a one-legged man standing at the ATM. I think he was checking his balance.
I think that might be grounds for arrest.
Made me laugh.
That's what made me laugh too, so what's it tell you about me?
Okay, so we're back in tonight. And look at the glorious nebula above the track.
Oh, man. Well, I'm in a rear view camera right now, so as he comes down the hill, I wouldn't recommend looking at the sky while this is going on. Let's try to find somebody. Okay, now we're on the Conrad. There it is. That's probably a little bit less vomit-inducing. Ooh, we got a blue flag for timeless judicial. I thought there was a cop stopping him.
It's your car, sir.
It's the Rozzers.
Rozzers. It's the Ozzie Rozzers.
It's the Rozzies, if you will.
The Rozzies, yeah.
New shop opened down the road from Rob. He says it's called Moderation. They have everything in there. Now that was a good one. All right, Rob, keep them coming. Dan's 12 seconds ahead. We're going to need more material.
Hang on, we've got a little bit of action. I hate to break up the jokes, but a little bit of action. We've got Sherlock coming in on the back of Kobayashi Maru.
Oh, look out.
That Alpha 4C was pretty. He got up to 172 going down before he braked, going through the chase. So that's faster than I thought it was.
Yeah, he's dropped to 2056. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. And I think he's pretty good on tyres, isn't it?
Pretty good.
Was that the Group 4 Alpha?
Maybe the Group 4 Alpha. This is a bit different configuration.
Yeah.
But having said that, I think it's still not bad. Oh, and he walls it. Oh dear. Trying desperately to hang on to that thing up the hill.
Well, you're a brave man to try and overtake here.
It's very. I just wait till you get to the Conrad, man. Stay close.
Oh no!
No, he's gonna try, isn't he?
Oh!
You think he's trying to put a fright into him? Doesn't appear to be working.
Well, it's not as if you actually have to drive very fast through there. Just keep the car behind you. It's just
No.
plant it roughly in the middle of the track, and you ain't going nowhere. But Sherlock needs to get on this because really needs to get the tow because, as I say, that Alpha was faster than I thought it was.
It's quick.
Put it away, Luke.
Yeah, I think
Put it away.
Yeah, I'm on Spy View right now. Let's get back to it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's get back here. All right, so down the Conrad, coming to the kink. Coming in at the Parsons nose.
Or the bendy bit.
The bendy bit.
The bendy bit.
Well, you know what the Parsons nose is in American culture? It's
Where it's the chicken's arsehole.
back end of the chicken, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna try to find a nicer way to put that, but I like yours better, so we'll go with that.
He's standing on ceremony here.
Oh, dude.
Say it as it is.
Yeah. Well, you know, to be fair, this is going to get about 100 views, and I think our 100 viewers can take it.
Yeah, quite so.
Of course, you keep saying stuff like that, we might get 150. Who knows?
Well, so Dan is doing that was well timed. Dan's just coming into the pits for his last stop.
Yeah, it looked like a clean entrance. Bless you, sweetie.
And bless you, sweetie, from me too.
Oh, yeah, that was my other sweetie, but that's just the same. Told you about the allergies here. You know, you don't have to have them.
Yeah,
to get them,
yeah.
You know? Thank you,
Yeah,
Texas.
okay. Yeah, quite.
Now, Will is going to get to enjoy the rarefied air of first place, at least for one lap.
Yeah.
He's coming in next, I feel.
So, okay. Murcielago's staying out, but I don't think is going to get past.
No.
So it could be in.
No, Dan's already on his way out.
He's down out. Okay. I didn't know how long it took him to get out of the pits. Not long.
Not long at all. And he just slides his way through Hell Corner. That's Murcielago.
Lovely stuff.
Alright, let's get back on to Kobayashi Maru here and see how we're doing. Okay, Sherlock is still, after a full lap, they're back down the Conrad Straight, just coming back into the Parsons nose. And he's still ahead of him. And Sherlock still has the tow.
Yeah, Kobayashi Maru is going to have to keep his nose very clean.
Oh, yes.
Sherlock is ready to pounce as soon as he makes a mistake.
Well, I think you were spot on about that Alpha. It's where he should be getting a big advantage with the toe. It doesn't seem to be accruing to his benefit at all.
No, indeed.
And look at Kobayashi Maru just pulling away.
I wonder if it's because it's quite a small car. Whoa, who's that? Judicial.
Oh, bye-bye.
He stopped to let me through.
He's been a bit behind today. Judicial's been going backwards. Not sure why.
I think he's still getting up to speed, isn't he? Because he had a long layoff.
Yeah, that's true.
Because of his wheel issues, so you know it takes its time.
Yeah.
Oh, Kobayashi Maru!
Yeah, and he
Sticks it in the wall. Sherlock goes into the back of him.
rough.
They both got damage now. Yeah, they both got the same damage.
Yeah, Sherlock's on the front, so that's definitely going to affect his handling. Oh,
Willie's
both on
just
the
hit
front.
bits. Yeah, exactly the same. I can only imagine the gnashing of teeth that's going on inside Sherlock's helmet of shame at the moment.
That helmet of shame.
He just, every time he gets near a straight, Kobayashi Maru is away.
Sorry, Rob's telling more jokes. So, we'll fill you in a minute.
Hang on, no, I fired it up.
Still, nothing doing when it comes to those straights in the toe. Yeah, perhaps it is because the Alpha is low to the ground, but I think it just has that much more grunt.
Okay.
Oh, he's in.
Kobayashi Maru's into the pits.
Yeah.
Sherlock's saying, thank Christ for that.
Oh, you know he is.
Well, so Sherlock. So if Sherlock stops, I think he's only got to stop for tyres.
Yeah, his right rear is about at it. He's looking very slippy around corners right now as he wiggles his way through Hell Corner.
Okay, so this could be the clincher for Sherlock because he looks like he's got the fuel to the end of the race. Kobayashi Maru needs fuel and tyres. So this is going to be a massive advantage for Chris. He can keep his nose clean now the rest of the lap he's on.
And Kobayashi's out.
Oh, did he cross the pit lane?
No, don't say it ain't so.
He wasn't across the dotted line bit. It seems to be we're not. Yeah, weird. I thought it absolutely came coming out of that.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
But there's no penalty.
Oh, then he's out. Okay, good. So Rob, he says he's trying to watch the race on his PC, but every time he presses the F1 key, it just opens a help window. I gotta figure. I thought that's how that worked.
Yeah.
You know, see Max Verstappen in every race, but no, just a help window. Went to a drag race last Saturday. Still can't believe the guy in high heels won. Robert.
Yeah. Don't read out the next one.
Why did the electric car race finish early? It had a short circuit.
God, you know, there's times and things you say on stream you wish you hadn't bothered. I'm right there now. Well, actually, I was about 10 minutes ago. But thank you, Rob. Are you sure you haven't got anything else you'd rather be doing?
And to think,
So,
we neither drink nor do drugs. Let's go figure.
So, Dan is 17 ahead of Willie Ham, who's 19 ahead of MacGyver, who's 19 ahead of Murcielago, who's 3.5 ahead of Johnny Mackers,
Not if he keeps doing that.
The mid-engine car seems to be taking the top of the mountain and downhill very, very gingerly. I suppose it's night, the track is cooler. Just look at the back of Murcielago's cars. What do you think the additional lights are for?
I think there's a cool factor involved, because it certainly can't be for any real-world benefit.
No. I just think that's additional weight, surely.
That tenth of an ounce for each light, that's going to hurt.
What is that then? Think of the fuel, man. Think of the fuel.
Come on, man, you're supposed to add lightness, not add light.
Quite so. Okay, so Murcielago is now nearly 5 ahead of Johnny, 16 ahead of Sherlock. He's 24 ahead of King Racer. But hang on, Sherlock must be pitting. I think. Oh, hang on. He has the bit now.
Do you think so?
Well, it's lap 21.
Yeah, but I don't think. Well, yeah, okay. Is the tire rule? I'm sorry, the pit rule still in effect? Because we're not changing tire types.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, we're not changing compounds, so I don't know. Or maybe he's just going to go to the end, I mean, conceivably he could, if he's nice to his right rear. He may just be satisfied with sixth.
Yeah, he's only got to stop for tyres, though, I think. You're absolutely right, Greg. But he only has to stop for tyres because he's got enough fuel.
Yeah, he's got plenty of fuel, way more fuel than he needs to finish the race.
And he's got 25 seconds on King Racer. I'd probably risk it.
Oh, come on, Rob, one more? He says no more. No, I'm just saying, one more is fine. Come on, you got to. It's pissing Mark off.
Greg, yes, it's pissing me off, and Greg's really enjoying it, so that's absolutely fine. Spivey is doing a great job. He always does.
Yeah, he's never a slouch.
So I think is he going to one-stop this?
Who, Spivey? Maybe so.
Well, because he really loves his fuel saving.
Oh, God knows he's got plenty of rubber left.
Yeah.
And certainly fuel for 4.5 laps. Yeah, who knows? I mean, one of the folks in front of him could easily fall into trouble. All right, MacGyver's in the pits. Down to 4 liters of fuel. So he really took it down to the bare bones.
Yes, he did.
And guess who's taking advantage of that? With new tires and a good load of fuel.
Yeah. Wonder how he's going to feel about it, Murcielago, if he's about after the race, because he had obviously had a cracking quali lap, and then I just don't know if it was it was an unsustainable pace in the Ford GT.
Yeah, I mean I think he had a couple of narrow misses, if not offs, during qualifying. That was feast or famine with that car.
Yeah. Oh well, wallop straight to the wall.
King Racer, we haven't mentioned him very much, but he's having a good race.
Yeah, he had that terrible off, didn't he?
He did.
Very early on.
Yeah, dropped him by, must have pulled 4 seconds the last time he did it off of his pace. But he had an awful wreck down the hill.
Yeah, currently up in 7th. Sherlock doesn't give the appearance of someone who looks like they're stopping, although made a rickets of that coming through the dipper there, so maybe that'll change his mind.
And who was that?
That was sheer luck.
Sure. Yeah, sorry, I was answering email.
Yes, no, I can see exactly.
No,
I've got my phone. I've got my
correlated.
phone. Yeah, I can see exactly what you're saying on my phone, Greg. Thank you.
Oh, darn it. I shouldn't have told you about that.
Anywho.
I was just kidding when I called you a muggle, Mark.
Yeah. Well, got another comment. We've got more commentary on Sunday, mate. The same car Sunday. So I'm going to unleash hell. You realise?
Oh, as if you didn't already. Yeah, my family are still laughing about that.
Well, good, and that's why I did it, because your family, Uncle John and Brother Paul, was Uncle John, wasn't it?
It was nice of you to remember.
Yeah, Uncle John and Brother Paul. But I did it for them. But this Sunday, I'll do it all for me.
Oh no, you weren't just doing it for them. My wife was laughing harder than anybody. So. And I'm with her all the time. those other folks have gone back to their respective states, but I am here all day long, getting fingers pointed at me.
Oh, good.
That's
stuff. So,
I remember.
Oh, I'm sure.
Eventually, you will be getting on track again.
Well, no, that's the thing. I don't think I ever am going to race again. By the look of it. So,
oh no, you must. First of all, because you're very good at it. Second of all, because I need payback.
Oh dear. I'll do it just for you, Greg.
All right, you're the man. I knew you would.
Okay, so we have. Looks like there's 3 races on track. We've got MacGyver on the not on the back of Johnny Mackers, but only 1.1 down.
So Kobayashi Maru just scraped the wall with Dan behind him as he was trying to get over and let Dan past.
Okay, yeah, he's got more damage. I think he's far ahead. Far enough ahead of Spivey. It's a bit penalty-ish going through the tip up.
Yeah, oh, that was bad. Yeah, that did not do Dan any favors. Not that it matters too much.
The guy was pulling in on the back of Johnny. 2 laps to go. So is this where the front engine car is going to come into its own? As I say, there's virtually no overtaking opportunities until the Conrod straight now, unless you're a complete madman or someone makes a complete rickets of a corner and ends up in the wall.
Yeah, anybody who tries it up in this section of the track, that's ballsy.
Oh no, MacGyver's gone wide. Oh, well, that's maybe the end of that challenge, but it's only 1.5 back, but dirty tyres I expect.
And Mr. Dan's on his final lap.
Right.
He's got King Racer in his sights right now.
Okay. Where is he? That's him there. Really just coming into the turn 1 for the last time. 46 ahead of Murcielago. Just coming around down towards Murray's corner. Johnny just coming onto the pit straight. MacGyver's now is within a second. He could be making a move if he gets turn 1 right. Hell corner. No, he doesn't.
Just
he He needed to get on the power so early there, didn't he? I just tagged the curb, I think. Bad luck, Matt.
So much trouble getting around the corner there, and he has to gun it. He's trying to be a little bit too frisky coming out of the corners, I think. And that car will make you pay for it.
Yeah, we had Judicial was trying to make a move on Spivey and just on the top of the mountain and just managed to stick it in the gravel. Bad luck there, mate. Good effort. Although when you get on the cross, where's Dan? Dan's just about across the line. Oh. Thank Christ, I remembered. Sorry.
Here
Daft
comes.
helmet.
And Dan at the cross, and I missed it. Congratulations, Dan.
So helmet then next week, boyo.
That's what you get for buying that thing.
Yeah,
making the rest of this look bad. Congratulations, really, Dan. Another terrific race. Good job, Willie, crossing the line.
Well done, Willie. Yeah, indeed. 26 behind Dan and 51.
Oh, my goodness.
Ahead of Murcielago. That's
near a minute.
Murcielago is just coming onto the Conrod Straight.
And where's MacGyver? Oh,
MacGyver's got past Johnny
He has
Mackers.
passed him, indeed, yes. And with 7 seconds.
That's... Mackers had an issue.
Oh,
clearly.
something ugly must have happened for sure. All right, back on Murcielago. Let's not make the same mistake here.
Well, you're the one directing, Greg.
Well, I'm not when I said let's. It's because you're usually the one.
Yes, but ain't that the truth?
No. It's
so,
okay.
Shit,
I own this one.
Again.
I own this one. I was still.
Well done, Murcielago.
Very good. And here comes MacGyver. Well done, man. Way to stay with it.
Yeah, super race, Matt. Well done. Johnny Mackers.
Yeah, it's a nice bunch of points.
Yeah, Johnny Mackers. He's spinning.
Across the line.
No, he just
11-second gap between that
yeah.
lap and this last one. So, yeah, he lost 11 seconds somewhere. It must have been a horrific wreck. Well, this was
sheer luck didn't pit. So his right rear tyre is testament to that. Well, there we go.
Look at that.
There we go. So we have our winner this evening, our Group 3 100-mile challenge, Season 11, Round 4 for the mighty Generation X Racing. It's first place. Danny, the artist formerly known as Danny's, now known as Daft Helmet, in the Mustang with a best lap of 2:02.4, which is virtually a second faster than anyone else. So, yeah, well done, Daft Helmet. Second place, Willie Ham in the Mustang, 2:03.4. Murcielago in third in the Ford GT, 2:04.6. MacGyver in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage, in a 2:04.8. Johnny Mackers in fifth in the Lamborghini at 2:05.2. Sheerluck in the McLaren at 2:05.6. King Racer in the Porsche in seventh at 2:06.7. Kobayashi Maru in the Alfa Romeo 4C at 2:06.4. Spivey in ninth in the Lexus RCF GT3 at 2:07.5. Judicial in 10th, who looked like he was struggling a bit in the Fezzer tonight, in a 2:08.1 in 10th, and Welchie, who is a DNF. Now, Kobayashi Maru's completely mucked it up there, because I was just about to say, for the first time ever, if you look, the finishing positions are actually in the same positions as the fastest lap as well, apart from Kobayashi Maru, who was 0.25 of a second quicker than King Racer, the guy ahead of him. So I think that would be the first time that's ever happened, but oh well. And he's finished the game PDQ there. So, right. Shall we go and have a chat?
That sounds like a splendid idea. I'm anxious to hear what Murcielago has to say about that race, despite coming in third.
Yeah, he was a long way back, wasn't he?
He certainly was,
okay.
and not like him at all.
Indeed. I will see you on the other side.
Awesome. See you there, Scruff. Gentlemen.
Might be right.
Hi, Greg.
Hello,
Hi,
fellas.
Hello.
Hi, Mark.
How are we all doing?
Good.
Not so well.
Sweaty. I'm glad that's over.
Indeed. Well, you didn't mention, any badness relating to the track all through the week, Johnny. So, expecting you to have a great race tonight. So, right. Well then, Dan. You've succumbed to the dark side, so I'm going to let you watch the. I'm going to let you watch the stream back, so you can.
What's been said?
You can pick up your new nickname.
Oh, right, okay. Well, can I just,
The Judas or
can I
something.
just clarify? I wasn't using it tonight. I haven't actually decided if I'm definitely going to or not yet, but I've got it to try. So we'll see. It's probably going to happen.
Once you go VR, you never go back.
Yes, indeed. But well done tonight, mate. That was.
Cheers.
I mean, Murcielago pushed you like hell in quali in the end. I mean, it was like 200
out of
seconds, I think,
nowhere.
between you.
Yeah, I don't know where it came
Absolutely out of
from.
nowhere.
I was looking at the gaps and thinking, no one's going to get near that now. And then I looked again, and it was 0.02, and I thought, oh, okay. And then I was starting to worry if I was actually going to end up on pole. Not that it would have mattered that much, because that GT seems to get away so well anyway, which is exactly what happened in the race. But he pushed me really hard in qualifying, and then Will, for the whole of the first stint, was only dropping back by a couple of tenths a lap, I think, to start with at least, and like one mistake and he'd have been right there again. So keeping me honest all the way through, even to be honest with you, most of the way into the second stint, until I'd got enough of a gap to really feel comfortable. So yeah, it was good, really good.
Indeed. But you'll be. Well, I know it's your favourite track, but you'll be particularly pleased to know that we did actually spot the one mistake you did make this evening.
Only one. There were two.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. We picked up 50% of them, and they are on the screen for everyone to enjoy. So
that's lovely. Yeah.
There we go. I know you love that. So excellent. Well done, Dan, and congratulations on the win, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
And Willie in second. Great drive, mate.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Dan's on another level, clearly. I think it was like 30 seconds at the end there, or nearly. But,
around there, I think, particularly, but because it's his
I've
favourite
started
track.
to really like this track.
Yes.
Just not quite as much as Dan, apparently.
No one likes it as much as me.
No, but it is a great track. But I struggle around there in the dark. I was probably 2 seconds a lap down on my daytime times in the dark.
Yep.
Yeah, you just get a bit offline, and then suddenly the car's sliding around a bit. But yeah, it was good fun. And I just can't believe that quali lap from Reinhardt. That's fair in that car. I had a little practice in that GT just to see what it was like, and I could barely get around one lap. So to do that time is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. So well done, Will. Congratulations on P2. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Murcielago. Good evening, Salzburg.
Good evening.
Where the hell did that quali lap come from? That was unbelievable. We were watching it as you were going round, and we said,
I
he's
got no
0.2
clue
up,
myself.
He's 0.4 up, and then when you finished, we were like, ah! Greg was struggling with the volumes on the stream. Because
To be honest, I got no clue how I managed that lap. I was never getting anywhere close during the race to that lap. I think my optimum was second off that. But yeah, super happy with that pole lap. But yeah, the race itself was a tough one.
Yeah, but not a bad start though.
Yeah, for not quite a one lap until I pinned it, and then it just played a bit with my confidence with the braking and everything.
Yeah, well,
and yeah, glad it's P3.
Yeah. Well, P3 in that car around that track, I think you've got to be pretty pleased with that, to be honest.
A lot of 1 to 3. We definitely have got to do something about that now.
Yeah. Indeed. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
On your podium finish. And MacGyver.
Hey, Mark.
Good evening. I'm not convinced I believe all this. Oh, I haven't had any practice this week. You're looking pretty quick, mate.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, we did this with another group I was with in the Radicals on Tuesday, so I wasn't completely out of practice on track, but obviously very different cars and no strategy. Yeah. So I ended up trying to fuel save for most of the race.
Okay.
And I think I lost probably 1 to 4 seconds a lap doing that. And then eventually realized this isn't going to work anyways. So I started just going for it and had to stop again. So not ideal, but yeah, good race though. Great battle with Johnny. And
yeah, absolutely. And that's that Aston's pretty quick, isn't it?
I think it's just the balance of it is very good. So it's a little easier to drive, maybe.
Okay, because I noticed when you were coming down the first straight that you were definitely keeping pace with the Ford GT. I mean, it might have been Slipstream as well, of course, but you were definitely right up there, and Johnny was right up behind you. So it looked pretty quick. But look, congratulations on your fourth, sir.
Thanks,
Johnny. Good evening.
Johnny, what happened to this all week, seconds, man?
11 seconds?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
At the very end, you were 11 seconds off your regular pace, and Matt managed to get around you. So still.
Yeah, I was just so we was thinking about doing one stopping, and then when I made that mistake, I don't know what lap it was, and Ryan got past me, and I just thought when I'm pitted, I'm just going to try one stop it. So I just was ultimate fuel saving, and then when he come out and I was in front of Matt, I thought I'm just going to have to keep it on map 1 and gun it on straight so he can't get past me, because he won't get past me up mountain.
Yeah.
And then fuel map 6 over at mountain for the last 4 laps, I think. 3-4 laps. And then on the last lap, the same place again that I've been moaning about all week. It's spun.
Yeah.
But it was worth a try. It was worth a try.
It was a hell of a battle to watch, but we figured you must have bent it somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
To get back that far.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that car, it's good, but on that track, it's just awful. It's just really awful, especially on that downhill.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, at least you can put that one behind you now.
Yeah. Joker next week.
Yes.
Aha! Excellent stuff. Good stuff. Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you then. Good stuff, mate. Well done.
So,
and Sherlock.
Good evening.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
I can only imagine when you were behind Kobayashi Maru how your teeth were gnashing.
Don't go there.
Every time you got on a straight, he was pulling away from you.
I must have lost about 8 or 9 seconds being stuck behind him. Unfortunately, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? So,
and we all know how wide. You don't need particularly to make your car that wide. I mean, you're on the top of the hill.
No.
And there's no way really to pass. But you finally got past him, so well done. I didn't know if you were going to stop for tyres again because.
No, I'd done the whole race on one set of tyres.
Bloody hell!
Kidding.
Okay.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, well done, mate. Wow.
I went for it. Yeah.
Quite so. What was the thinking behind that? Just to save a couple of seconds.
Just to save a couple of seconds. If I hadn't got stuck behind Justin, I think I would have been up a bit further. But that completely ruined the race. I hadn't made any mistakes. I was doing really well, just ticking over, and I thought I could gain a few seconds by just staying on the same compound. So never mind.
Okay, well. Brave man, it almost paid off. Because I think
nearly.
The only Kobayashi made a mistake sort of just coming over the top, just coming up to the top of the hill, and then his car bounced off and straight into yours, so you ended up with the same damage and it didn't ghost or anything. So
yeah, he made a couple of errors into the same corner on 2 laps, and I followed him into the bloody corner instead of braking a bit more, but yeah. Never mind.
Well, you weren't getting much of an advantage on the straights. Even when you were within the toe, he seemed to be
was
pulling
gone
away from you. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if they've nuked that McLaren in the update because it just didn't feel the same.
Okay.
I couldn't get nowhere near the times I was doing during the week in practice. So I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, these bloody updates are a pain on race day, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. God love polyphony digital. Well done, everyone. Spiffy G,
Thanks
thank
a
you
lot.
for your company this evening. You're
Always a
welcome here.
pleasure, Mark.
Yeah, great fun, great fun. So I think we are at, is it Interlagos next week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interlagos next week between the lakes. So we'll look forward to seeing you all then. We have Same Car Sunday on Sunday, obviously, and back with Group 4 on Monday. So thank you to all the racers this evening. Congratulations to Dan. I'm not going to ruin the surprise on his new nickname.
Oh, can't wait to hear what
Watch
it
the
is.
stream.
And Murcielago on their podium finishes. Congratulations to all the racers for their efforts this evening. And yes, we will see you at the next one.
Well done. We'll see you
Thank
boys
you,
at
Mark.
the intercourse.
Thank you, Greg.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.